These are TikToks that will ruin your childhood. My childhood's still going on, but I don't care.
I'm gonna ruin your childhood, part 50!
Whoa.
In the movie Finding Nemo, Nemo was never alive to begin with.
What?
He was believed to have died with his mother and his siblings at...
Wait, are you telling me that the whole Nemo movie, that cute little Nemo was never real? Y'all crazy.
the beginning of the movie. And the whole movie, Finding Nemo, is just the allegory of Marlin dealing with the stages of grief. Also, Nemo in Latin means nobody. So the title Finding Nemo literally means finding nobody. And what if all the scenes...
I'm gonna ruin your childhood. Have you ever wondered why Patrick is so dumb all the time? Well, it's because Patrick suffers from Down syndrome. His parents loved him but couldn't handle the pain of raising him. So they kicked him out when he was only a child.
Excuse me.
Patrick became homeless, which is why he lives under a rock. Patrick's parents told SpongeBob to take care of him, and they became best friends ever since. I'm sorry, guys.
Just bedroom grade.
Carl died in the beginning of the movie Up. And Russell is his guardian angel, trying to help him cross into heaven. Maybe that's why he had dreams of all of his memories with his wife. But what if Russell isn't just any guardian angel? What if he's Carl and Ellie's miscarried kid? Russell wasn't trying to earn a badge, he was trying to earn his wings.
I'm gonna ruin your childhood. Peter Pan was a crazy psychopath that trapped little kids in Neverland.
Wait, what?
He killed them before they grew up, which is why they could never leave as adults. Captain Hook was one of the Lost Boys that escaped Neverland, which explains why Peter Pan attacked Captain Hook and fed his arm to the crocodile. Which means the whole time Peter Pan was the bad guy. I'm sorry, guys.
The original Wizard of Oz is actually
I love
considered a
Peter
cursed
Pan.
movie because of all the horrific
love
things
Peter
that happened
Pan.
during filming. So let's
I
go
don't
through a few of them.
like him anymore.
First up, the main
He's
character
not
who
really
played
one of my
Dorothy,
favorites.
Judy
He's
Garland,
just-
was
not
actually
because he's
drugged
cute.
and molested during filming. She was given adrenaline shots so she can stay up for sometimes more than 48 hours in a row. And there was also reports that she was molested and sexually harassed by both the Munchkin actors and studio executives.
That's weird.
The actress that played the Wicked Witch's broom was made with asbestos, which causes cancer.
And tower over the average human being.
Wait,
the
what?
rabbits in the Teletubbies garden are actually a gigantic species of rabbit to make the Teletubbies look smaller on camera. And if you're wondering what the tubby custard is, it's actually mashed potatoes and paint, which will kill you if you eat it.
Chubby custard?
Belle and Beast actually got married and had a daughter. And the daughter's name was Jane. You
How is
know,
this
Jane
gonna
from
end
Tarzan? Well, she left her parents to pursue animal research and met Tarzan. And Mrs. Pot and Chip were transformed magically back into their teapot form, which is why we see them right here in Tarzan. They went with Jane to watch over her during her research. Pretty cool.
I'm gonna ruin your
Yeah, that
childhood.
doesn't ruin
In the
anything.
original Power Rangers, the Red Power Ranger Ricardo Medina pleaded guilty to killing his roommate with a sword. The original trio left the show because they were getting paid less than minimum wage. And Twee Trang, the Yellow Power Ranger, died in a tragic car accident when she was only 27. I'm sorry, guys.
I'm gonna ruin your childhood, part
Well, that ruined it. I love Power Rangers.
63. So in one episode of Phineas and Ferb, Dr. Doofenshmirtz actually goes on a date with Phineas and Ferb's mom. Here they are on their date, but what?
What does that mean? Wait, Dorito head? Doctor whatever his name is has the Dorito head. Mom has the red hair. Wait. Does it? No. Oh,
What does this
God,
mean
no.
for Phineas and Ferb, you might think? Well, Dr. Doofenshmirtz is the biological father of Phineas and Candace. Check this out. Both Phineas and Dr. Doofenshmirtz have triangular heads,
Dorito
and they're
heads.
both very smart and love inventing things. And Dr. Doofenshmirtz and Candace both have very long necks. Sorry, bro, but your girl played you. Pretty cool.
I'm about to ruin your childhood. Did you ever wonder why Candace's mom can't see the amazing things that Phineas and Ferb do? This is because Phineas and Ferb are actually a figment of Candace's imagination. After not being able to handle Phineas's tragic childhood death, and Ferb having a disability that restrains him from talking or moving too much, Candace creates a world in her head where Phineas and Ferb do incredible things. Dr. Doofenshmirtz is her psychologist who is trying to get her back to normal. On the last episode, when the two brothers go to college, this symbolizes the acceptance of her younger brother's death and her ability to move forward. I'm sorry, guys.
I'm gonna ruin your childhood,
I don't
part
like that.
31. Tarzan is actually Anna and Elsa's little brother. Let me explain. In the first Frozen
No.
movie, you can see Anna and Elsa's parents boarding this ship,
No.
which later on we learn and see them perishing, quote unquote, in this shipwreck right here.
No.
But they didn't die right away. The ship does go down, but they don't die right away. Anna and Elsa's mom is actually pregnant when they went on the journey, and when all this was happening, she actually gave birth to a little boy named Tarzan. They both get on this raft here and land on a deserted island until something very bad happens. Both of them actually die because of a jaguar and leave behind Tarzan. Also, you can put them side by side, Anna and Elsa's parents and Tarzan's parents. They look the same. We all know the rest of the story. Tarzan's raised by these gorillas and becomes the boss he is.
Yeah, we know
If you
that.
still don't believe me, it was proven by the director of Frozen. Pretty cool!
Oh
Cool.
my god.
I'm gonna ruin
Wait,
your
that's true?
childhood.
Oh my
Mother
God.
Gothel from Tangled is the evil queen from Snow White. Hear me out. So at the end of Snow White, the evil queen falls off the cliff, but we never really see her die. What happens is she finds the flower from Tangled, which makes her young and beautiful again. Because remember, both of them were obsessed with being young and beautiful. Also, they both have the same dagger. Here's the evil queen with hers, and here's Mother Gothel with hers. They also look very similar in their older states. So what about the famous red apple, you may ask? How come it's in Snow White but not in Tangled? Well, you'd be wrong, because it is in Tangled. When Flynn saves Rapunzel for the second time, he is stabbed by Mother Gothel. Now look at the print that is made on the wall when he slunches over. It's a red apple. I'm sorry guys.
I'm gonna ruin your childhood, part 20.
That actually is kind of cool.
Linda plus Lawrence equals Ferb, and Doofenshmirtz and Linda equals Phineas, and then that means
I'm gonna
R.I.P.
ruin your
headphone
childhood.
users.
Have you ever wondered why we never see Max and Ruby's parents? Well, it's because they died in a tragic car accident, and Max was permanently brain damaged from this.
Wait.
Which explains why he can't speak in complete sentences and always blurts
Ryan
out
loves
one word
this
at a
show.
time. Max only plays with emergency vehicles and cars because that's all he remembers from the crash. I'm sorry, guys.
I'm gonna ruin your childhood, part 16.
Okay, well that ruined it.
So in the beginning of the movie Shrek, you have these three
Oh, I
bears
already
caged.
know this one. I've already seen this one somewhere. Later in the movie, there's so many photos of TikTok. Lord Farquaad, you get to see a bear rug of Mother Bear, and later in the movie, you don't see Mother Bear with Father Bear and Baby Bear.
Dub. You have Papa Bear, Mama Bear, and Baby Bear.
Okay, whatever.
Then later on in the movie, you only see Papa Bear
Yeah.
and Baby Bear next to this fire. Where's Mama Bear, you may ask? Later on in the movie, it shows you that Farquaad actually turned Mama Bear into a rug.
Yeah, that's messed
I'm
up.
gonna ruin
Okay.
your childhood. Peppa the
Oh,
pig
my
was
quality's
never
so
healthy and
low, that's
always
why we
sick.
can't see.
One day, Peppa's parents decided it would be best if they euthanized her. That same night, Peppa fell asleep and was injected with a poison, killing her. Peppa's final dream. Peppa the pig was never healthy and always sick. One day, Peppa's parents decided it would be best if they euthanized her. That same night, Peppa fell asleep and was injected with a poison, killing her. Peppa's final dream was about fairies, which is why she wanted to become a fairy. Peppa's parents couldn't live with the guilt of killing their own child.
I'm gonna ruin your childhood, part 15. Alright guys, in one scene of Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, there's this scene right here where it shows all the presidents on Mount Rushmore getting pied in the face. But have you noticed what happens to Abraham Lincoln? If you look really, really closely, the other three presidents get pied in the face, but Abraham Lincoln gets pied in the back of the head, just like how he got assassinated in real life.
I'm gonna ruin your childhood.
I don't like that.
In the show Thomas the Tank Engine,
No.
the fat controller is a
No.
cruel dictator. He brainwashes the trains and forces them into slavery. And when the trains are no longer able to serve him, he buries them alive. I'm sorry, guys.
I'm gonna ruin your childhood, part 34.
No.
These are some famous cartoon characters if you brought them into real life. Warning, this will amaze you. First off, we have everyone's favorite monster, Mike Wazowski. What would he look like if we brought him into the real world? I hope you guys aren't planning on sleeping for the next month because that is terrifying.
That's not what he
Here's
would look
another
like.
one of my boy, looking super pretty and cute. Love him. Next up, we have everyone's favorite little cute alien, Stitch.
Are they
What
gonna
would he look
turn-
like if we brought him into the real world, you may ask? Well,
That's
if you
not-
thought he would look terrifying, you'd be right. He went from cute to utterly terrifying
That's not
in
what
like
he
2
would
seconds.
look like. Oh my god.
Next up, we have everyone's favorite duo, Phineas and Ferb. What would they look like if they were real?
Don't tell me.
I don't know what I was expecting, but this wasn't it. I love the hairstyles and the noses, though. Very nice. My guy's looking sharp and cute. Pretty cool!
I'm gonna ruin your childhood. In the show Blue's Clues, have you ever wondered why Steve talks to random objects all the time? Well, it's because Steve is a drug addict and is losing his grip on the real world. The child voices he hears in the background are actually people trying to help him get back to reality. Steve left the show so he could go to rehab. I'm sorry, guys.
I'm gonna ruin your childhood, part 27.
Wait, what?
Dr. Seuss was racist and abused his wife, who actually later on ended up killing herself. Walt Disney
I know
didn't
that.
like Jewish people and also abused women and also was racist.
Wait.
The man that voiced Elmo, Kevin Clash, was actually a predator who targeted minors. The lion costume from The Wizard of Oz was actually made of real lions.
I don't like that.
And Mr. Mosby, Phil Lewis, actually killed someone, a 21-year-old girl, while driving intoxicated. Pretty cool!
That's
I'm
not
gonna
cool.
ruin your childhood. Did you ever notice how Caillou has no hair?
Oh yeah, I actually came up with this, and I later found out that other people did too. So I thought that the reason that Caillou gets what he wants is because he has cancer. I didn't think he was dead. I just thought he had cancer. That's why he had no hair, and his parents always let him do everything. But
Or why his parents let him get away with things all the time? Well, it's because
hey, mommy, you ever wonder why Caillou's
The president got picked.
who?
Guess.
Joe Biden?
Who do you want it to be?
Joe Biden.
It's Joe Biden.
Okay, good. But mommy,
They just announced it. And the vice president is a girl, and that's the first time he's ever had a girl.
but mommy.
What?
You want to know why Caillou doesn't have any hair, or his parents let him do everything?
Why?
CANCER.
Caillou doesn't have cancer.
Listen, hear me out.
I'm getting in the shower. Caillou does not have cancer.
Hear me out. He has no hair. His parents let him do everything. What does that result to?
He does not have cancer. That's what.
Caillou was diagnosed with cancer when he was younger. Caillou's parents adopted Rosie because they're not
There's
sure
no
how
way you
much
can
longer
unconvince
Caillou
me.
has.
I'm gonna ruin your childhood, part 51. Did you know in the movie Pocahontas, John Smith was actually 28 years old when he first met Pocahontas, and she was literally 10 years old? She wasn't even a teenager yet, John Smith. What the heck are you doing? Did you know that Big Bird almost joined NASA's Challenger mission to encourage kids to get interested in space? But we should all be glad he didn't. Had the plan been followed through, millions of kids would have watched Big Bird and the spacecraft explode on live television. Not gonna lie, that probably would have been pretty funny. The little girl that voiced Ducky in The Land Before Time, this little girl right here named Judith, she was actually shot in the head and killed by her abusive father when she was only 10 years old. R.I.P. to this little cute one.
I'm gonna ruin your childhood.
How-
Have you
that's
ever
not
wondered why
cool.
Plankton always wanted the Krabby Patty formula? Well, it was because he was abused by his parents when he grew up. And he was neglected by society, leaving him with no friend. He thought if he stole the Krabby Patty formula, he would finally be accepted into society. All he wanted was some friends. I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna ruin your childhood. In the movie The Hobbit, 27 goats were killed from dehydration and starvation during filming. In Life of Pi, the tiger was abused and mistreated and almost drowned in one of the scenes. During the filming of Snow Buddies, all 5 of the puppies had to be put down because they all had a contagious parasite. I'm sorry, guys.
I'm gonna ruin your childhood, part 32.
No. 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 No, 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 no. No.
These are some famous cartoon characters if you brought them into real life. Warning, this is very strange. First, let's start off with Squidward. Everyone
I've
knows
seen
what he
this
looks
one. He
like.
doesn't look
But what
scary,
if you
he
brought
just
him
looks
into the real
ugly.
world? What would he look like?
Yeah, he's not scary. He's just ugly.
This makes me so uncomfortable.
He's just
Okay, let's
ugly.
move on to the next one. All right, SpongeBob.
Oh, this
Everyone
one's
knows what he looks like. But
terrifying.
what if you brought him into the real world?
I've seen this one. Yeah.
Oh my god. This is something straight out of a horror movie. I'm gonna have nightmares now. Thank you, SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Peppa Pig, everyone's favorite. Everyone knows what she looks like. But what if we brought her into the real world?
Oh,
What would
no.
that look like?
I've seen this. Oh.
What the fuck? Yo,
That's-
this is gross. What
That's not Peppa.
the heck is this thing? And she even has a little Peppa tattoo on her arm of what she really looks like.
No. No.
I'm gonna ruin your
No.
childhood memories, part 3.
Oh,
Did you
I've seen this one. Tom and Jerry, like something about losing the girl versions, and then they got and then they wanted to give her
ever realize
vaccine,
that
blah,
Tom
blah, blah,
Cat,
blah.
we can now see
Oh my god!
Brown is suffering from cancer. Charlie Brown lays in his hospital bed dreaming up his experiences, which means every single episode is just one of Charlie's dreams. I'm sorry, guys.
These are 4 facts that'll ruin your childhood. Number 1, despite it being his most
Which
Wait, was
means
that the-
every single
was that the
episode is
never-ending
just one of
story?
Charlie's dreams. I'm sorry, guys.
It is the never-ending story in Mary Poppins. Wait, are they gonna
These are
ruin
4
those?
facts that'll ruin your childhood. Number 1, despite it being his most popular success, Will Ferrell hated his role as Elf and refuses to go back to watch the movie. Number 2, Ashley Tisdale and Lucas Grabeel hated each other so much on the set of High School Musical, they refused to be in the same room together when cameras stopped rolling. Number 3, when your dad used to tell you he was going back to the office because he forgot his reading glasses, he was really going to your friend Jacob's mom's house to kiss in the mouth, which is probably why you and Jacob don't talk anymore. Number 4, Lord of the Rings was mostly filmed on green screen.
I'm gonna ruin your
Okay, that
childhood
makes
memories,
sense.
part 6. Do you remember Pocahontas from the Disney movies?
Yeah.
Well, she was a real person, and she was only 11 years old. Since she was able to speak English, she was used as a translator between the Native Americans and the Englishmen. However, a man named Captain Samuel Argyle tricked her into coming onto a ship and kidnapped her as his prisoner. She was then forced to marry John Rolfe at the age of 12 and changed her name to Rebecca Rolfe. Her new husband then took her to London to show off his new Indian bride. Unfortunately, on the trip back to London, she got smallpox. Instead of heroically saving her tribe like in the movie, she just passed away from smallpox at the age of 20.
You mean be fake? I can't. Besides, I'm terrible at faking.
No. Kelly is terrible at faking. I can always tell when she lies to me.
Stop. We just don't want anything fake about our band.
I'm gonna ruin your
Terrible at faking. I can always tell when she lies to me.
Stop. We just don't want anything.
and Ferb. Dr. Doofenshmirtz actually goes on a date with Phineas and Ferb's
Oh my
Chuck
god, we know
and
this.
Candace both have very
Darker than the Disney version. In this version, Ariel actually traded her tongue, not her voice, for a pair of legs. The deal is that if Ariel finds true love, she gets to stay a human, but if she fails, then she dies. Ariel did end up saving the prince from an ocean storm, but he never got to see her face. Since he never saw the real Ariel, he accidentally married the wrong woman and then abandoned Ariel forever. Because of this, Ariel then drowns in the ocean, never to be seen again.
I'm gonna
Wait,
ruin
what?
your childhood.
That is
Have
not
you ever
okay.
wondered why you've never seen Andy's father in the movie Toy Story?
He's dead.
Or why the majority of his toys are male? Well, it's because Andy's father died in a tragic car accident
Yeah,
when
we know
Andy
this.
was younger.
Yeah, we
which
know
is
this.
also why he spends so much time with his male toys. He's looking for a father figure.
What if I told you that all of the
This makes
Rugrats were
sense.
actually dead? That's right, they were all made up in Angelica's
I've
head.
heard
Angelica
this.
suffers from schizophrenia. What really happened was Chucky and his mom died during childbirth, which would explain why Chaz was a nervous wreck all the time. Tommy was the stillborn, so Stu stays in the basement making toys for the son that he never had. The DeVilles had an abortion, which confused Angelica, and she couldn't figure out the gender of the baby, so she created twins. You may be thinking that Angelica had a friend that could also see them, but Susie's always been such a good friend to Angelica and play along with her disillusions.
I'm gonna ruin your childhood. Have you ever wondered why Timmy is so sad all the time? Well, it's because Timmy has severe depression. Cosmo and Wanda symbolize the two antidepressants he takes, which means Cosmo and Wanda are just a figment of Timmy's imagination. Timmy came up with the fairies to help him cope with his severe depression. Sorry, guys.
I'm gonna ruin your childhood
You don't
memories,
like that.
part 4. Did you ever play Ring Around the Rosie as a kid?
Yes.
Well, that game isn't so fun and innocent. Ring Around the Rosie was actually based off the plague. Pocket full of posies referred to roses in your pockets, which would hide the smell of decomposing bodies. Ashes referred to the cremated bodies whose ashes were spread around town. And then we all fall down meant death to everyone who got the plague.
Wait.
Today he wanted to play a game called Raft. I was going to let him play by himself, but I thought I'll observe. So
What?
Raft is a game.
What?
What? You're stuck in a
Okay, mice don't really like sheets. That isn't really that.
go around and around the raft. Sharks circle you.
Caterpillars don't transform into a butterfly. They die into a few specialized cells.
All the
Can,
sharks
they,
bite you
they
right
die so a few specialized cells can feed off the cork and grow into a butterfly.
like that, right? Yeah. We start off with a tiny one. Let's check it out. Chase and I are gonna see if we can survive our first day night.
According to studies, parents always have a favorite child they treat a little bit differently.
I'm gonna make a new world. Call it Chase.
Mommy!
Let's go. Okay.
Oh, wait, what? I'm so confused.
Is this true? I have to ask her.
Oh, I see a shark out there. Can you try to catch it?
No, you can throw me.
Are you in the water? You're not gonna raft, you sicko.
Mommy!
So, the stuff floats by you, right? And you're gonna use that hull to capture it? Let's see.
According to studies, parents always have a favorite child. Who do you think my favorite child is? You're gonna say Ryan, right?
You tell me.
I don't have a favorite.
Dinner served.
Do you think I have a favorite?
And then
Also, caterpillars don't transform into butterflies.
The only difference with all of you is Ryan is the cutest little sweetie, but that's not gonna last
Yeah.
forever.
But mommy,
What?
caterpillars don't transform into butterflies. I'm spitting out facts now.
Thatch. What do you do with thatches? You let a plane go by.
That actually makes sense.
Oh, you got some stuff in there. You got a barrel.
See, that isn't ruining my childhood. That's just a cool little fact.
There's stuff in the barrel. You got a raw beef.
I'm gonna make your childhood even better. Part 4.
Okay, that's better.
Believe it or not, Tom and Jerry are actually best friends.
Thanks.
But Tom has to pretend to hate Jerry to protect him. Because if Tom's owner figured out that they're friends, he will be replaced by a cat that would actually want to kill Jerry. Pretty cool.
I'm gonna ruin your childhood memories, part 11. Who else loved
Oh, because that's what Tom is used for, to kill Jerry, but he always fails.
eating Jello as a kid? Do you know what it's really made of though?
Yeah, I know.
Apart from sugar, the ingredient gelatin is actually extracted from the skin and bones of animals. This happens by boiling animal bones to form the sticky gelatinous substance. This is what gives Jello its stretchy and sticky texture, which allows it to hold itself together. Just remember, next time you're eating Jello, you're eating boiled animals mixed with sugar. I'm gonna ruin your childhood memories, part 8. As
All your hugs yesterday made me feel so much better.
Hey,
Now I feel so much better.
marshmallows and gelatin are all made from dead animal bones mixed with sugar.
Really?
Yes,
That's gross.
I know.
I'm still sick, but I can at least move around.
some of you guys might know, mood rings don't reflect your mood, but rather show you the temperature of your skin. What's worse is the chemical in mood rings is actually toxic. When exposed to either extremely hot or cold temperatures, this might cause the mood ring to leak onto your skin. Due to this, many children have been hospitalized due to a ring they thought could change their mood. Did you ever wonder why Caillou is bald? Well, apparently, Caillou is actually a toddler with cancer.
Oh
The
my
reason
God,
his
we
parents
already know
spoil him.
this.
Part 2. Let's talk about Leonardo DiCaprio. For the filming of the movie The Revenant, he actually lived in the frozen outdoors for the whole filming of the movie. He would actually sleep in animal carcasses to try to stay warm. And Leonardo DiCaprio, who is a diehard vegetarian, actually ate raw bison liver and raw fish during the filming of this movie. And for filming, he would have to go for regular swims in frozen rivers. And during filming, he was enduring freezing cold and possible hypothermia consistently.
Wait, what?
Which actually led him to getting the flu many times during filming.
I'm gonna ruin your.
Hypothermia consistently, which actually led him to getting the flu many times during filming.
I'm gonna ruin your childhood. After the passing of Carl's wife in the movie Up, Carl died from a broken heart, which is why he always has flashbacks of his wife. And Russell is his guardian angel. I'm sorry.
Wait to be king is.
I'm sorry, guys.
I'm gonna ruin your childhood, part 72.
72?
In the movie The Lion King, the song I Can't Wait to Be King is literally Simba saying, I can't wait for my dad to die. What the heck, Simba?
No, he doesn't mean it that way. He means he just really he can't wait to be king. See, it's sad that his dad has to die, but he's happy that he's gonna be king one day.
Since Ariel was a mermaid her entire life up until she got legs, she must have crapped herself at least once on her first day as a human. I can't get that image out of my head now. Cinderella must have some really messed up feet if her slipper did not fit anyone else in town. Pretty cool.
Listen, I'm about to unlock some childhood memories you forgot about. If I get at least one right, you gotta drop a follow. DJ, roll the clip, bruh.
Hi, I'm Paul.
My name is Colin, and I'm 9 years old. This is the story of the time I cartwheeled across the country.
100, 588, 2300, Empire.
Today.
Wait, what? Wait, this kid cartwheeled across the country?
Whatever you do, don't freak out. Mother Gothel from Tangled is the evil queen from Snow White. So at the end of Snow White, the evil queen falls off the same dagger. This is the evil queen's dagger. Snow White, right?
How old are...
Snow White, right? Wrong. In this scene in Tangled, when Flynn is stabbed by Mother Gothel, look at the print made on the wall. It's literally an apple. Cute.
Oh my god, it makes so much sense. Eeyore is sadness. Pooh is impulsive eating. Tigger is, I think, ADHD. And I don't know what the other ones are. I'm not sure though. But anxiety, depression, I got that one right. ADHD. I actually got that right. Rabbit. I like how his name is just Rabbit. Schizophrenia talks to animals. Okay, that makes sense.
I'm gonna ruin your childhood, part 14. I'm gonna ruin iCarly and Drake and Josh for you forever.
No.
Crazy Steve from Drake and Josh is actually Spencer Shay from iCarly. Crazy Steve actually killed Drake and Josh. Then he kidnapped Megan, moved to Seattle, like they live in iCarly, and he forced her to act normal, but she started the web show iCarly to try to alert the police.
Part 12 of cartoon character transformations that will absolutely ruin your childhood.
Ben 10,
Today we have got
yes!
this alien fighting legend, Ben 10.
Yeah! Let's go. It started with an alien device.
If there's anyone out there that ever watched this program and didn't want to own that watch, You're a liar.
Yeah, the Omnitrix is awesome. Who wouldn't want one?
But,
I'm
I'm sorry to say, the Ben 10 we once knew is not the Ben 10 that's around now. Who is this?
Oh, yeah. Okay, you know, let's just fix this. Let's fix this real quick. There we go. That's the right color. There we go. Easy does it.
Who the hell is this imposter?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sorry, but as Joe from Super Nanny would say, this is completely unacceptable. Unacceptable.
Yeah. What do you look at Accelerate? Accelerate is the one who probably changed the most, and Diamond Head. That's not Accelerate. And that's close. That's okay. That's not Water Hazard. And that's literally just Heat Glass. Stinkfly is the one who changed the most, actually.
He does not deserve the title of Ben 10. He will now and forever be known as Ben -10. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
I'm gonna ruin your childhood.
Hey.
In the show Blue's Clues,
Hey.
have you ever wondered why Steve talks to random objects all the time? Well, it's because Steve
Let me guess. Drugs.
is a drug addict and is losing his grip on the real world. The child voices he hears in the background are actually people trying to help him get back to reality. Steve left the show so
In the Disney story.
It just
To
said
fit
the
in
club can't handle me right now.
Cinderella's lost slippers, her stepsisters cut off their toes in order to fool the prince. However, Cinderella's two guardian doves told the prince of their treachery, so he left to find the real Cinderella. Once the prince found Cinderella and they became married, the two stepsisters then tried to befriend Cinderella. After seeing this, the doves then pecked the eyes out of the stepsisters. This blinded them for life and then left Cinderella to live out the rest of her life without a cruel family.
Slow this down and listen to the melon. Okay. Playback speed. Alright, let's just put the playback speed back in.
If I cannot sleep with you, maybe I could have a taste. Put your 90 on my tongue and your booty on my face. Geronimo, look out below.
This is a family-friendly channel, you weirdos. Yeah. Okay, these look
If you like pina coladas, not official. Get caught in the rain.
Right, of course, but it's not official. I don't think it's real. It's not what me and Joey
If you like pina coladas.
I gotta get Ryan's costume. So last
Why
week
do I
we knew what he
understand
costumed you
that?
were
Why do I
freezing.
understand
Now this
that?
week you
Why
want
do
to
I
walk.
understand that?
Now you want to walk.
No. No.
If you like pina coladas.
Hey, Gumball!
If you like pina coladas.
Oh, I think we all understand that.
In our lives, like this is just so
We
gay.
all understand that.
Getting caught in the rain.
And yes, if there's any adult watching this, I understand that. Very, very understand it. What?
It's been the same since the history of presidents. Like nothing's gonna be
What is Squidward doing? What did Squidward just do with that vacuum? I understand all of these. No. This is okay. This is okay. Wait, what? Huh? What? Oh! Oh! What you doing there, Tinky Winky? What you doing there? Hey, SpongeBob SquarePants. Okay. It's Squidward! That's cool. Okay, I didn't understand. Show me the princess. Laughing at that. Oh, wait, then. Oh, wait. What was SpongeBob watching that? Wait, if the fish were closing this, and that was a sea animal.
Like Biden won by like 50 points.
Okay, SpongeBob. Okay, SpongeBob. I'm on to you. He's trying to kill you. Wait, what? How many of those things are you having? Don't do it. Don't do it, buddy. Don't do it. No.
Kim, literally, it's been a week and a half. She can't even like take care of her. It's insane. Like,
Oh my god!
She's ready to kill herself. And there's probably 20 nannies there. Like, Chloe's been quarantined in her bedroom for
Okay.
why is Chloe actually on a remote island?
Oh, over here? Now where?
They were like, stop pretending like you're on her bedroom for 19 days as of right now. Wyatt was trapped in his room.
I'm gonna ruin your childhood. Have you ever wondered why Plankton always wanted the Krabby Patty formula? Well, it was because he was abused by his parents when he got into society. All he wanted was some friends. I'm sorry guys. I'm gonna ruin your childhood. In the movie...
You got into the wrong side of YouTube. Why?
I like you.
Why did it have to be that? Look at the 7 dwarves. This video is over.